Here we go. All right. So this is OET Extra. It's listening part A today. We're going to look at the language for predicting categories. I think some people find this difficult, so I've done some activities which should help you a little bit. But we'll also do a mock test. If you're watching the video and you just want to do the mock test, then you can skip forward to the mock test. But let's get started, guys. So you should all be able to see my document here. Can everyone see this here?
We can see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Game.
What does it say?
Game. How do we
Game.
get category?
Yes,
Mock
exactly.
test.
Category.
Okay. So Pushpa, I'm going to do the same game that I did with you, Pushpa. So don't tell them the answer, okay? This is a very simple game. All right. You've got to. It's like a listening test. Okay. So I want you all to get a pen and paper. Okay. Do you all have a pen and paper ready?
Yes.
Okay, so in this test, basically, you're going to write down the 5 most important things that I say. Okay, is everyone ready? And I'm going to talk now. You write down the 5 most important things I say. All right? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so last weekend I went to see my sister. So we drove to where she lives, which is in Sale. We parked up at their new house. They've got a really nice house because he owns his own business. So I think they have probably 5 bedrooms in this house. She's got 2 children. So we went inside and it was so nice to see my little, nieces and stuff and how much they're growing up and their lovely smiles. And I had a bit of a play with them. And then I had a cup of tea with my sister. We chatted about my family. And also, the children were running around and making noises. It was very nice. And then I left and we drove home. Okay, Zainab, could you say hello? Or Florina?
Hello.
Hello. So, Zainab, what were the 5
Yes.
important things that I said there?
New house and 5 bedroom.
Right.
Children. 2 children.
Okay.
And I think that's all.
Okay. So, guys, is this game, is this a good game? Is this fair, this game?
Not really.
No.
Game
Not really, no.
fair. It's not, is it? Why is it not fair?
Because
We
the
have not signposts.
topic was not clear.
Yeah.
We don't know.
It's not related.
What does important mean? Zainab, sorry, I was playing a joke on you, Zainab. You don't know what important means here, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what's important to me. You don't know what's important in that situation, okay? But in listening, in the OET test, in part A, it's not like this, is it? We do know what's important, right? Because we are a nurse or we are a doctor, okay? So we're listening for specific things. What does a nurse or a doctor want to listen for, guys?
Signs, symptoms, treatments.
For the
Symptoms,
complaint.
right? This is
Current
what we're always
condition,
talking-
background.
This is what I mean by categories. I always say category, right? What I mean
Examinations, tests.
Yeah, what I mean is the context, the reason for listening, right? The reason a medical professional listens is not to listen for musical taste, right? You're not going to write down Michael Jackson, right? Why would you write down Michael Jackson? You're a medical professional. You're not interested in musical tastes, but you are interested in symptoms, aren't you? So you'll write down any symptom that you hear, probably. You also might write down any condition. If you're taking notes, right? You write down a condition. What else, guys? Let's see if we can remember. What else
Body
do we write
parts.
down? Body
Body
parts.
parts.
Body parts. What else? You can all
Job.
shout out.
Medication.
Medications, right?
ones.
If he says, I'm taking this much medication, maybe you're going to write that down, right? Good. What else?
Physical
Tests,
appearance.
Investigations, tests, investigations,
Appearance, maybe
Assessment.
test investigations. What else?
treatment,
Treatments, very important. Procedures and
Advice
treatments.
for some
Job.
Job.
Patient
Job.
job.
Occupation. Occupation. God.
The ground.
Equipment.
Oh, someone's got a very noisy background. I'm going to mute you all. I'm going to ask Najla and Bianca and Ezgi. There's probably about, how many of these are there? How many do we have in OET? Or just in reality, how many?
Most
15?
of them.
Oh, we have all of them here as written.
There's some more. There's a few more. Can anyone think of anything else? Maybe Najla.
Description.
This is my favorite one. Description of. I'll do that one last. We'll do that one last. Any more?
Some
Actions,
policy
actions.
guidelines.
Diagnosis.
Actions. Diagnosis would be condition. You would diagnose.
Around
What else?
policy guidelines, something protocols.
Not for a patient. You're not going to write a guideline for a patient. What else?
Personal experiences. Personal experiences.
Injury.
Well, diet.
Diet. Thank you. Now I want to ask whoever's got that really noisy mic, please keep it off because it's really, really bad. Whoever, one of you has a very bad mic. Pushpa, can you say hello? Just Pushpa, please. One second, because Pushpa was talking to me. Say, Pushpa, could you say hello? Pushpa, come on, Pushpa, no. All right, so I'm going to ask for Norzad then, or Assad. Can you guys say hello? What am I missing here?
Hello.
God is mute.
What am I missing here, guys?
Hello.
Action.
Action. I think we have actions. Yeah, like.
Have action, yes.
You
Yeah,
have
anything
action.
else?
Okay.
Anything else?
Diet, not going to.
Right.
Oh, I didn't write it down. Someone said it, but I didn't write it down.
I
Good.
did. I said.
What else?
You have
Period
14
of
total.
time. Period.
Yeah, sometimes you get like a time, you get a time words. Yes, definitely. What else?
Physical
Allergy.
appearance.
Physical appearance. So description, like what kind of, Safi, give me an example of physical appearance. What would like big,
It has
small,
like the patient
Looks like.
expressions or interaction with the GP.
So I think this would be description of though, right? Description of. So this one is very, very important. I'm going to put it in red. What do we
Side
mean by
effects,
description
side
of?
effects sometimes, side
Would
effects
be
of medication.
sensation.
Yeah, side effects.
Sensation.
Side effects is a good one. Okay, side effects is a very, very good one. I'll put this here. Anything else?
Sensation.
Allergy.
Allergy, yeah, side effects. There's probably a few more, right? But you get the idea. There's really probably 14, 15 of these. That's it. You can be a bit flexible here. But the one that maybe you never thought of before, the one that I always teach because I teach OET every day, is description of, right?
And
Maybe you never thought about this. What does that mean?
There's also procedures, right?
Procedure, I take that as treatment. But yeah, procedure, treatment, whatever you want to say.
Can you say habits? Habits like.
Maybe even that. Yeah, I'm going to put like etc.
Equipment.
Here. There could be more. Equipment is here. There could be 16. There could be 17. That's fine. But this is the most important one. Farhad, can you say hello? You were talking before, Farhad? Or Abdullah?
Hello.
Alberto? What do we mean by description of? What is this description of?
The description of symptoms, the way he describes his feeling about what
It's a word describing
his feeling.
any of these, right?
Yeah.
So 1 to 15, I guess, right? Or if I say 14 and put this last, it's a word describing 1 to 14. It could be tests, right? It could be body parts. It could be diet, right? For example, he was, very simple. He has a blank headache. I always use the same example. That's a description of, isn't it? Description of the headache. Okay. So what's it going to be? What type of word will that be, guys, here?
Usually adjective.
Usually these will be adjectives. Okay?
Severe pain, maybe, or
Yeah. Now, we're going to do a test today, but this is what I always teach. I always teach you can predict the category of information in listening part A. Okay. I'll show you an example of that now. But in this class, I want to do more. I want to talk about the language because some people said to me recently, I find this difficult. I can't do it. All right. but it's not so bad. So let's start off with practicing. This will be easy for most of you guys, all right? So I'm going to ask Abdullah to say hello, or Hatis, if you could say hello.
Yeah.
She is currently on a blank diet. What's that?
On a
Which one?
fat-free diet, or
fat diet,
vegan diet,
or sugar diet.
fat diet, or
Is it 11? Am I predicting 11, or am I predicting something else? What do you guys
Condition.
think?
It is description.
Yeah.
Description.
Oh, isn't it, right? It's not diet. It's
No.
description
on
of
a
the
low
diet.
carb diet.
Low-fat diet, vegan diet, vegetarian diet, sugar-free diet, carbohydrate-free diet. So it's a description of the diet. Okay. So I'm going to put here description, just desk off. Okay. Number 2, Farhad, if you could say hello, or Constantine, if we could have Puspa as well.
Hello.
Paul, unable
Hello.
to blank
Unable
her
to-
arm.
This is
Unable
action.
to, like, it is a verb probably.
Action.
I think action.
Action, right.
So we
Feel.
already predicted that, right?
Unable to
Number 9.
feel, unable to move.
It could also be
Unable to
feel actually as well, but this again it's a kind of an abstract action, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I would say that this one is an action, Farhad. Diagnosed with everyone, Mikala, everyone diagnosed with.
Condition.
Condition.
Of course, it's that. Okay, microphones off, please, because I'm going to just want individual people. Let's try now. Let's try Baris if he's there, or if we could just try Umut as well.
Hi, I am here.
Doctor recommended a blank to confirm.
Is investigation.
Yeah,
Investigation.
or test. Investigation, test, same thing. Fantastic. Okay, microphones off. Yulia and Samira. You could say hello. Mr. Johns too.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
Mr. Johns, okay, forget that one, requires a blank to aid mobility.
Equipment.
Yeah, right. So this is equipment, okay. Pain when she, this is for everyone now. Pain when she blank head to right.
Action.
Action, move.
side.
Location.
Right.
Action.
Probably it's
Action
going to
is
be
movement when she
probably
moves.
turn, right? Turn, move.
Turn right to left, or
Yeah. So it's an action.
Up.
She cannot do that thing. Yeah, up or something like that. Okay, what about her menstrual cycle is blank?
Adjective. Irregular.
Time, isn't it? Infrequent, frequent, something like this.
Irregular.
Regular.
What
Right?
is adjective? Irregular.
Oh, someone's saying but. Go on.
Alan, in addition to time, there would be
Farhad, guys, just let's listen to
feeling as
Farhad,
well.
please. Farhad, please, go on.
Like an adjective can also comes like her menstrual cycle is painful or something.
Yes, and this is the point, guys. I was going to make this point at the end, but sometimes there can be more than one category. So it might be description of, right?
What's the condition?
What's the condition with after B?
Painful condition. Painful.
Yeah,
Adjective. Then it's adjective.
that's a description of. It's a description, okay. Cannot blank her toes.
Action.
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 Zainab, could you say hello, Zainab? Or
Hello.
can we have Rebecca? Blank was given daily.
Medication.
Medication.
Zainab, okay, it's my fault. Zainab, just Zainab now, guys. Microphones off, please. Just Zainab.
Okay.
Little finger feels.
Description.
Adjective.
Yeah, description of, exactly, right? And yes, of course, this will be an adjective. Okay. I know Paul talks about grammar sometimes, but I don't focus on that because this is not how your brain works. Do you listen like adjective, noun, verb? I can't do that. Maybe you can. If you can, no problem. Okay, just do that. But what about this? Diagnosed with blank tumor.
Body part.
Condition.
It's a description of again. Even if it's a body part, it would be a description of that tumor, right? Accident caused by.
Action.
Equip.
An action.
Equipment.
An object.
Could be many things. Could be many things.
Anything. Action.
Sometimes it's very general, isn't it? And you don't really know. It could be a person, could be an object, could be medication, could be machinery, could be anything, right? But that's okay, right? This technique, it's not going to work. You have to be flexible, but this does work. It helps you to listen and to get the right word. And I'll show you an example later. But I want to say now, how are we able to guess this? Because some people find this easy, some people find it more difficult. How do we do it? How do we predict? How do we guess the category? What are we looking for? It's easy, right?
Signposting, we're looking for signposting.
Keywords.
What's the
And keyword.
category here? What's the category, guys?
Medication.
Medication.
On
How did
signpost.
you know that? How did you know it was medication?
By heading.
Karen,
Prescription.
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 So the answer to this question, how do we guess the category, is this, isn't it? Right? Some vocabulary suggests the category. Okay? And if you think about it for just 2 seconds, you'll go, of course, it must be medication. Right? So I thought, let's think about other vocabulary that is like this. When you see prescription, probably it's a medication. It could also be therapy, maybe physiotherapy or something, but it's usually going to be a medication, right? What other words suggest this? Can anyone think of another word that's like this?
Referral.
Okay, Karen.
Referral to a, so what's going to come after this?
A physician. Person, yeah.
Or occupation, right? Maybe. Okay. What's next? Give me another example of a vocabulary. Can anyone think of something? Referral.
Diet.
If you see blank and then diet, I suppose that would be a description of.
Current condition.
What do you mean? If I see current condition, that's too easy. What words can predict the category? Look, prescription, medication. I made a list. If you can't, go on.
Works as something.
Yeah, there you go. That's an easy one. Works as. Yeah, but that's a good point. Works as.
Schedule.
Instead
Can
of
I give you a tip? Can I give you a tip with occupation? Be careful. Sometimes they say full-time mother. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah.
That's a good trick, isn't it? Because maybe you're expecting something else, right? But of course, this is a very, very busy job. Very, very busy job. Okay, I made a list, and you guys can look at my list now, and you can review this. Okay, look, here's some words that predict categories. Unable to, cannot. What is it, guys? What does that predict?
Action.
Movement. Action.
Usually, if you said Mr. Jones cannot, probably it's going to be
Cannot
something.
walk.
Yeah, walk, swim, breathe, blah blah blah. Okay. Prescription of
Medication.
here,
Treatment.
medication. Easy, right? So it's not difficult to do this in the exam. Okay, given. She was given.
Medication.
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 Test.
It could be a test
Medication,
as well. Yeah, it could be a given.
Course.
Yeah.
Equipment, given crutches or something.
Yeah, okay. What does give mean? What does give mean?
Action.
Right?
Provide.
You can provide medication, you can provide a test, you can provide equipment, even advice maybe, right? But I've never seen that in a test. Okay, what about given up though? That one's easy. What about given up?
Habit.
Smoking.
Yeah, like a habit. It could be a diet.
Smoking, drinking.
Yeah,
Medication.
it could be an action.
Action.
Diet, medication.
Medication.
Yeah. You just have to look at the context, don't you? You're looking at the other words in the gap and you're thinking, okay, this will be something. What about persistent? She has a persistent
Condition.
Symptoms.
I think that's symptom, not condition is always, we know a condition is persistent, I think.
Could be side effects.
It could be, well, a side effect is really a symptom, isn't it, in a way? But yeah, it could be side effects. Yeah, okay. Suffered from. Now, I know we're not allowed to say that.
Condition.
Disease.
Condition.
Symptom.
Action.
I think it was Emal was saying, I don't know if Emal is here today, but Emal was saying, oh, you're not supposed to say suffered. Should we say this word in the writing?
Oh,
So we don't say in the writing, but do OET use it themselves in their own tests? Yes, they do. They definitely do use it.
What
Um,
about complaining?
Feeling.
Yeah, complained or experienced, right? What's coming next, guys?
No, my mean was that in a state of suffer in some
Yeah.
that she's complaining from this.
If you're talking about the writing, Norza, yes.
Yeah.
You know, guys, that's a tifa. A tifa. A tifa. Please keep your microphone off. It sounds like you are on a very, very bad phone. Okay.
Reflexing the sound.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
in the writing, is it okay if we write complaining from this?
I think, well, the problem is, Norzad, there's this thing called genre and style, and it's not yes, no, it's 0 to 7. Okay, so experienced is better than complained, but complained is better than suffered. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
This one is the best one. Pain in?
Body
Part of the body.
Body part.
So this
Yeah.
is not so difficult, guys, right? What about blank for pain?
Remedy, some remedies.
Description.
Well, it would be,
Description of medication.
Medication.
it's not description, not with for. It should be medication
Medication.
or some sort of
Treatment.
remedy, some sort of treatment. Yeah, like more generally treatment, like exercise prescribed for the pain or something. Okay, GP suspected.
Condition.
Condition.
Okay. All of this vocabulary is coming from real mock test exams. I did a survey. Okay, diagnosed by.
yes.
Test. Professional.
Action.
Person.
A person.
Physician.
Maybe in
It
a,
could be a test as well. It could be a test actually. Okay.
Can
What
we
about
test-
diagnosed with?
equipment also.
Condition diagnosis.
Diagnosed with condition.
Equipment could also be that. Right. Diagnosed with though is condition.
Condition.
Condition. Because the preposition with.
Yeah.
Treatment on.
Action.
Not after
Medication,
on.
medication.
Body part.
Part.
Body part.
Body part.
I cannot think of anything else. Body
Condition.
part. Not on. On is very like physical. So it's your body. Okay. Referred to.
Professional.
Job.
And-
Right? Occupation.
Uh,
No, go on.
John, is it possible that refer someone to the hospital, but without mention the name of the doctor, just to put
It
the
could be a place.
Body
You're right.
hospital, for
Yeah,
example.
it is. Yeah, you're right. Right. You have to be like I was saying, you have to be flexible with this a little bit. Okay. What about noticed?
Symptom.
Yeah.
Side effects.
Symptom.
We notice symptoms or signs. Right?
Sign.
Symptoms. Side effects.
I know those are technically different. Okay, I think there's more. Goes blank regularly. Goes.
Habit.
Action.
You go, yeah,
Time.
action or
Time.
probably
Time.
hobby, right? Swimming,
Mm.
walking, running. It's going to be like that.
Shouldn't be there a preposition, goes to something.
No,
For
no,
hobby.
no, yeah, it would be goes swimming with no to, right?
Okay.
Go. Now, if it's the
Or
cinema,
for.
look,
For.
if it's a place, then yeah, it would be goes to the cinema, right? Why do we have to here if it's the cinema, but no to if it's swimming? Does anyone know?
Because this is a jar and that's a thingy.
This is an action,
Action, yeah.
but if it's a place,
Two.
I'm going to say to, right? Goes to hospital, right? Place. So you need the to.
So for names.
I just want to say, guys, if you see goes, you're going to go hobby, you're going to go action, or go to a place. Inflammation of
Body part.
Body part.
Body
These are
part,
all
body
real
part.
ones. Requires or needs? She requires.
Assessment,
Equipment.
management.
Medication.
Oh, many things. Many, right?
Medication.
Medication,
Can you put it in one page?
therapy.
Yeah, physiotherapy.
Equipment.
Just going to say many. Okay. So look, I can't teach you every single thing, but I hope for people who feel that this is difficult, right? It's about paying attention. It's vocabulary. You need to improve your vocabulary. Prescription is medication. Okay. Try to study some of these and just think about what do they really mean? Like, for example, persistent. What does that mean, guys? Persistent.
Continue.
Yeah, regular, continuing, will not go away. So that's
Every day.
Yeah, it's going to be a symptom, isn't it? Probably. Right. Now, it's
Can
easy.
you show in one page all of them?
Yeah, I'll put it on one page. And then, guys, let's do a test. Okay, so obviously I'm showing you something very theoretical, abstract. But now let's try to apply this to a real test. Okay, we can apply this to a real test because we're going to look at a test and we're going to predict all of the categories. Okay, is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right, only Najla. Okay, thank you, Najla. What's the name of the patient, guys?
Joe.
Super.
Now, Hussein, can you tell me how much time do I have before the audio starts in the exam?
90 seconds.
90 seconds. 90 seconds.
Is it 90?
30.
2 minutes.
No, 30 seconds.
30.
30 seconds for each.
Yeah, 30 for each. In part C, it's 90, right? I think in part C, it's 90 because you have it's really bad part C, so they give you 90. Here, I think it's only 30. So can I predict every single category in 30 seconds?
Not possible.
No.
Yes, we are fast.
I don't think you need to, right? You can predict maybe 5 now, and then when the audio is playing, you do the rest. You can do it as you listen. You can predict it because sometimes it's very easy. Look, inflammation of, it's easy. What's this?
Body part.
Body part.
Body part.
So you can do that at the same time that the audio is playing, okay? But let's say we have 30 seconds, all right? And Zainab, if you could say hello again. Mohammed.
Hello.
Zainab Mohammed, okay? So current symptoms, pain, right?
Yeah.
Started in, what could this be?
Time, duration.
Time, it could be also a...
Body part.
Body part as well.
Yes.
Body parts, yes.
Okay, pain improves. Anyone? Pain improves after...
After an action.
After action.
Treatment.
Treatment.
I always want to say, this is one of those examples where it's too big.
Or medication.
Yeah, too many things. So let's just say question mark. We don't know, okay? Uncharacteristically, what's that? Anyone?
Description.
I think it's description of, isn't it? She's going to describe herself.
Yeah.
Right? Or him or the patient, whoever it is. Recent onset in blank.
Symptoms.
Symptom,
Body
body part.
part.
Ability affected.
Body part.
Probably body part if you see in, right? Okay, I described as blank and saw. Well, described as.
Description.
So that's probably as much as we can do. Maybe we can guess number 14. What do you think? Let's guess. Pain improves after meds.
After something, the movement or action.
Many things. Okay. So we do this and then the audio starts. Is everyone ready? The audio is going to start right